Hello, it's Tamara Hunter, and today is day number 249 of 365 Days of Awesome. Celebrate success through service. And yes, don't adjust your glasses. We do have exactly who you think we have in today as our service hero. It is no one less than Les Brown Jr. Les Brown
Yes.
Jr. is someone that I actually have seen on the stage. And more than that, he's someone that I truly appreciate. So before going into too much more, let's just say welcome. Welcome, Les.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hunter. I'm a fan of the whole movement that you're doing with Chemo Buddies and really making sure that we don't forget to help those that need it the most. So I appreciate your movement. You're operating all across the globe. So however I can help, you got my support. So thank you so much for having me on your show.
And I appreciate that. And I do know that we have your support because you put action where your hashtag is, right? Isn't
Right.
that what our dear friend Tamara Lennon says? You
Yes.
actually you actually put action where your hashtag is yesterday evening, in that you actually made it very well known that you were supporting Chemo Buddies for Life. And since I'm in the Next Impactor program, that gave me the task of supporting the Fusion Project. So you decided to say, yes, I am not going to just say it. I'm going to put action where the
The
hashtag is.
hashtag is
So why
exactly.
don't you share it with everybody what it is that you were so generous to do?
Well, in terms of giving and just the donation, just supporting the movement, it's very important that, like, if we think about the future and we think about future generations, I would like to put in the work so that the word cancer becomes extinct. All right, I would like to put in the work and support the people who have the vision not to give up on the challenges of yesterday, but are doing exactly whatever they can to support in the meantime to fill in that gap so that we can have a brighter tomorrow. And so we appreciate you and thank you for all the work you do. So however we can support financially, in person, it's all in support. And thank you so much for spreading the word for our motivational Monday. We appreciate you and we look forward to a long-term alliance.
Well, and as I do too, because and I will say this is that there's something to knowing that there's even a bigger plan in this world, if you will.
Yes.
That people are brought together at times where we know that there's something bigger than us involved.
Yes.
And I truly believe that that's what's going on here. And I can't even say how much your alliance with Chemo Buddies for Life and what it is that we are doing means, because you know what, the bottom line, everyone out there, is that if anybody hears those three words, you have cancer, the first thing they should know is that they are not alone, that
Yes.
they have a buddy community. They have people that are here for them and will love them through it and will help in a variety of different ways. We've been doing some amazing things here with our ambassadors. So thank
Right.
you for that. Someone actually mentioned it. We've got already people that are going crazy with all the comments, but Mikey Adam Cohen, who is one of our ambassadors, and he's actually one of the other contestants for the Next Impactor, he says here, look at your glasses. Let's talk about your glasses, okay? Because
Well,
when I
yes.
found out more about them, I'm like, okay, I got to make some room on mine for stuff
Right,
that's going
right,
on.
right.
Okay, so what did you tell us about your glasses?
Okay, so this is a product that I just love, and I take it with me everywhere I go. You know, I have my dad. When I was 14 years old, I picked up the phone, and he said those dreadful words. He said, "Son, are you sitting down?" And I said, "No, Dad, I was just playing basketball." He said, "Sit down, have a seat." And I said, "What is it?" And I never heard that tone of voice from him before. And he said, "Son, I've been diagnosed with cancer.
Mhm.
And I was so young, but I can still to this day remember the fear, the uncertainty, the worry that suddenly came across me. And once it lands on you, it doesn't go away. And
Mhm.
so, in order for you to shift, and in order for him to shift, he had to start to change his diet, change his lifestyle, shift his attitude. But he needed a chemo buddy. He needed like a buddy, a cancer buddy, like that could be there to encourage him, to tell him, hey, you are more powerful than cancer. You
Yes.
are more powerful. Your words to your body is more powerful than the doctor's words to your body. You can talk to the cells in your body. You don't have to go through this alone. I remember answering the phone. Jim Rohn was calling. Brian Tracy was calling. Different thought leaders from around the globe were there for him to say, hey, you can get through this. What can we do to help? But ultimately, it was up to him to find some buddies, some alliances to shift his vision. And these are not just glasses, okay? You got to
Mhm.
understand everything that you look at that's not green or water started as an idea. And these are actually called leader lenses. And there's a company that came out with these leader lenses, and what they are is they're a way to build your brand, collect sponsorship opportunities, stand out online, get it specialized and give specialized content so that leaders, and I'm talking about leaders of industries,
Mhm.
leaders in their community, most specifically, servant leaders,
Mhm.
have a tool that they could wear, just like if you have a Tesla that says something about you. You know, you might be connected in Silicon Valley or something. You're hip. You know something, right? If you come
Okay.
in with a Louis Vuitton purse, then that's a certain class. So there were I might not notice it, but other women say, "Oh, okay, all right." She said, "Well, when you come in with your leader lenses, you'll
Uh-huh.
see Bob Proctor, Brendan Bouchard, Les Brown, different thought leaders wearing this product that falls in what is called an emerging market of fashion tech. So just imagine uh, these different people when they're feeling a tough time, instead of having to go to your computer or do anything, you just pull out your cell phone, go to your camera, and these leader lenses will take you to content that keeps you inspired and motivated and engaged on a regular basis.
I love it. I love it. Now, this is your brainchild, right? This
Well,
is
well,
yours.
it's no need to mention who invented the leader lenses, okay?
Okay, wink, wink.
All
Okay.
right. Let's
Okay.
just say I love the product
Okay.
and anyone
Okay.
can use them, all right?
Okay. All right. We will say it that way and we will leave it there.
We
Okay.
will leave it at. Now, if you're interested in getting some leader lenses right now this year, they do come with a 90-day course from my dad and also a course from one of our key sponsors, the Money Multiplier, teaching the top 5% strategies of how to build generational wealth. And they have a $494 price point in value. So if you see someone with these on, they're walking around with $500 on their face, but not just so they can look cool, which they do. I've seen people lose 20 years just by throwing them on.
There you go. I love it. 20 years.
And
I could use a little bit of that too. Now, do they come with prescription lenses? Can you put
yes, yes, we can customize them with prescription lenses. We have different levels where we have customer service attached, where you can actually, your leader lenses will have its own 800 number.
Oh, I love it. Let's
You'll
get
get
customer
someone
language. I
like
love
from the the Starving Dog Action Pack on your team, helping you fulfill your commitments and have that quality customer service. And so this is a collaborative tool. You know, there's two legs to every set of glasses, and the bottom line is you got to know what to do with your lenses. See, the
Okay.
lenses, we all have our own lenses. And if we could just take out some of the things that we've seen, take out some of the things that are stuck in our memory, take out some of the criticism that we've heard from people that we love, take out some of the toxic news reports that's got us worried about things that we have no control of. The only thing that you can control is your actual mind and what you decide to focus on and dwell on. And so when I wear these, I remember that to look into the future, and I teach people how to develop 100-year plan. So I see your organization. How many people will you have helped 100 years from now, where because of your movement that you started and the team that you put together, they won't feel alone when they're going through a tragic time? That type of thinking, that long-term impact that you're making, we got to leave something behind so that you can be remembered. And that's why the leader lenses were invented, or at least the inventor told me so.
Okay, the inventor told you so. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Wink, wink. Uh-huh. Okay, so now you were involved in these amazing leader lenses, and then you had the Harvard effect.
Yes, 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 indeed. When I was a teenager, people ask, "What's it like to be grow up with Les Brown as a dad?" Well, when you don't do things the right way, you get in trouble. And I did not write a book when I was a teenager. I was the highest paid teen speaker in America, but I never wrote a book. And my dad told me to. And because so, he put me on punishment. And so all of these years, after 20 years, the thing is, I wanted to find a unique story and a message. I wanted to find something that's powerful. And when I got the chance to speak at Harvard University, I had to put everything in that message because of the reputation, because of the great Bill Gates, because of I mean, we're talking about the great leaders that came from Harvard University, one of the top institutions in this world, the first college in America. It started before the Emancipation Law. It was so many things. And so actually Harvard University, it was named after a man that was like 31 years old and died at the age of 31. But still today, his name is synonymous with power. Still today, his name is synonymous with leadership. And why is that? It's because he gave. It's because he donated all of his books to this new college. And so in his honor, they named the school after him. And so that type of giving, moving from the dream phase where you're thinking about who you are, what type of thing you want to create with your life, to the destiny phase when you figured out who you are and you understand the market share and how to get to use what you've got to get market share, and then to where you are, Miss Tamara Hunter, which people never graduate to. You got to move. There are 3 curriculums of greatness. And for those of you all that are tuning in, thank you so much for being here. I want to share with you something if you're not familiar with what I teach. There are 3 curriculums of greatness. See, the first phase is the dream phase, and that's powerful. Before you had your global operations set up, before you had your systems in place, you started off with the dream, Miss Hunter, but you're not dreaming anymore. This is a part of your destiny. And I believe that if you don't claim your destiny won't claim you. You might think that I am a person, but when you see me with this, you know I have a destiny. You might think that I'm just a mere mortal, but no, 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 no. I have a destiny, which means there was a reason why I was born, and I will do what I was born to do, no matter what. And after you've done that, like Miss Hunter has done, like Tamara has done, like the different Action Dog Starving Pack members around the world, when you do that, then you move into dynasty, and that's what you're doing. You are helping people to create their dynasty, regardless of what the doctors say, regardless of if they're feeling good or not. You deserve to create your dynasty, and that's a powerful force. So thank you for your service.
Oh, well, thank you for your amazing words and energy and love coming through. Because you get it. You get it because you've been there and you understand it more than many because of the fact that when you do hear those three words, because part of what our whole program is, it is for the patient, but it's also
Yes.
for those people that love and support them, that they can have a buddy too. Because when you as the son,
Mhm.
when you as the son heard those words, you will never forget that day. It is
Never.
ingrained in you.
You're
So
right about that.
so you start thinking about all the people out there in the world that have heard those three words, either for the person that they love or for themselves. With the way that the world is going, we know the
Yes.
statistics. That's talking everyone. Okay, so then you get it in that when we can make it, and so that it's not dark, and that they, like you were saying, when your dad found his buddies, and he found that buddy even inside of himself because of the buddies that were external, and then that like, okay, I'm going to do what I need to do to live,
Right.
and then go out there and share it, because he's inspired so
Yes.
many in this category. And now look what you're doing today. You are doing the same, Leslie Brown Jr. You are doing the same. You are supporting the support buddies right now, and you're saying, you know what, I know what it feels like, and you don't have to be alone, because we are providing a program, a community of people that are there for you, and that will give you hope. And also, if you need a little education, you'll get that too. Plus, if you need to look through some new lenses, let's look at that too. Wink, wink, right? And if you need to write a book, you better do it before you get in trouble.
You got that right.
All right. I know that we've got a little bit of time left here, and I want to go over your amazing family, because you do come from, as you said, the dynasty. You come
Yes.
from the dynasty. You know what that's all about.
You got
Your
it.
father,
Yes.
of course, when you think about being hungry, you don't think about it that way, right? You think about it,
Right.
I'm sure you can say it.
Right. You got to be hungry.
There you go. You got it.
Exactly.
And then there's you, that you're out there, and like you said, now, did you have those long locks when you were doing that speaking thing when you were young?
Uh, as I grew older, so I started at 10 years old,
Okay.
and by the time I was when I was 19, I started growing locks. So in my 20s, I had my hair was swinging all around the place. But the thing is that when we look at the first family of motivation, and I appreciate this picture, and we are a human family, and to next to me, you see me with my leader lenses on, is my
Yeah.
sister Ona Brown.
Hmm.
And Ona is so phenomenal. I tell you, she many people think that when you are the children of great men and women, that you've had everything handed to you. And Ona's story is phenomenal. She's been an entrepreneur for over 20 years. Her company is called World Impact Now, and she's the life coach in the family. She is the one that you go to that you don't really want to. She'll get in your spiritual business, so, and one of her quotes that I love, she said, "You don't get the life that you deserve. You get the life that you design." You
I
get the
like
life that you design, and she's designed an awesome life, and I enjoy working together. Also, Serena Brown next to her is my sister. I remember as a kid in hotels, because corporations always pay for your travel and food, and we would just order whatever we wanted. I'm the youngest of 9 kids, so. But Serena would always look at the bill and complain, like, "Oh my gosh, these eggs were $8.75. No," and I'm like, "Who cares?" Well, she is the money magnet. Okay, she's got about 17 businesses. She's got vending machine, food trucks, restaurants, teacher business, barbershop, clothing line, speaking business. online portal. Goodness gracious! So that's my financial manager there. You give her a couple 100,000, and it's safe. And then you got my brother Patrick next to her. He's the protector. I call him PB Max, the powerful brother from another planet. And one of my passions early on really was to follow in my brother's footsteps. He was a hip hop artist, PB Max. And so I started off when I had those long locks, I was recording, touring nationally and internationally with some of my favorite artists because I turned my dream into my destiny of recording over 300 hip hop songs where those same principles from Napoleon Hill, I would take a book like Zig Ziglar's At the Top. I could see me at the top. I could see me at the top doing nothing but achieving at the top. I could see me at the top. I could see me at the top doing nothing but achieving at the top. So those type of things to program the next generation. My sister Samaya graduated from Spelman University. She's a videographer in the family, does all our video. And my brother Calvin, that's the muscle and the man that says no. And as you know, that's a full-time job when you've got lots of people coming your way. So I appreciate you highlighting our family, the first family of motivation, and some of the things that we've been doing. And it's been such an honor to be a guest on your show. I really appreciate you.
Well, thank you very much. I want to, before you go, what I want to do is I want to talk about, you have a book coming up with your father, right?
Yes.
It's your time.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's so funny. Actually, I want to give people a sneak peek. Okay,
Oh, okay. All
okay,
right.
so if you text the word time to, and let me get the proper number. Text the word time to 26786. Okay, 26786. Text the word time, and this is a father-son book, and you get a sneak peek before it hits the market. But we wanted to put it out next year, and we're also looking for other potential authors who have a compelling story, who are looking to build their brand, get exposure. We have over 1.3 million followers on Facebook. So we want to look for more stories to be a part of the It's Your Time project so that we could do an event together and share the stage. So that's something that people could just text the word time to 26786. Oh my gosh, that's so cool right there. And they'll get that book for free. And then if they're interested in being a part of the anthology project after they read it, then we can do more. They can learn more.
So, okay, so you are looking for, and we're going to make that very clear, guys, because there's many of you, I know a lot of you that would be appropriate, and it would be great for you to co-author with Les Brown Jr. and his father, Les Brown, and be a part of an anthology book that is going to be going out there in the year 2020. So start the year off right, and there'll be publicity around it. You're going to have an event, and they'll be able to sign books alongside with you, right?
Yes, alongside me, but my dad, my hero,
Your
Mr. Les
dad.
Brown. Yes, yes. So it'll be a family affair. They'll basically come join the first family of motivation. It's going to be a cool thing. That it is a sizable investment because there's so much with going marketing to become an international bestseller in multiple categories, making sure that it registers so you can get that, say, hey, as seen on TV, Fox, CNN, all of those things are important. So we have a partner, and there's a strict vetting process. We do a strict background check, and I like to do it before any venture. I like to do a crazy check to make sure.
I love it. Okay, okay. We have like just a few seconds more, but what's a crazy test?
Well, if you know you're crazy, and if you think that you might not fit for this because you're a little then that's you. So don't even try. No, we want the crazy people. Okay. Come on, go. It got to be a little crazy.
Yeah, because I call that fun. Okay, but
right. No,
okay, so the crazy is, right?
Exactly. But one of the things that helps, to boost my career is just to borrow credibility, right? Because eagles soar with eagles. So when we are in this, I know some of the people in this particular project, their reputations are just golden, and we want to keep that.
Yeah.
So we have a separate company that really makes sure that the people in this book are the quality people that are in line with our mission. And because when you put out something special that's about service, and it's your time is about that moment in life where you say, you know what, it's my time to do something to help the patients that feel like maybe their family's too busy for them and they don't want to be a burden, but to share with them that they're not a burden, but they're a blessing. How do I figure that out, how to do that? Like, you had to have an it's your time moment and you
Yeah.
took action on it. And those are the type of stories that the world needs to hear. Those are the type of stories that complement our stories. And Bishop T.D. Jakes said something. He said, your friend should be similar in philosophy, but different in function. And so this is not just for those who can't afford it. This is for those who have a story to tell and they can't go without it. Maya Angelou said there's nothing more painful than the yearning of an untold story.
It's so true. You are a gem. You are truly a service hero extraordinaire. I am so honored that you are a part of our team. You are amazing. Mr. Les Brown Jr., thank you for being the service hero that you are. So, as we close day number 249 of 365 Days of Awesome, celebrate success through service. You are the best. You rock and roll those glasses and your life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Love you.
To you too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.